I used to just go with whatever meat looked good or was on sale at the grocery store. But now that I've experienced the exceptional quality, flavor, and convenience that you can get from Omaha Steaks, I'm never going back. They can build a custom food plan based on your schedule, which means less food waste and stocking up on high-quality proteins to always have on hand. With Omaha Steaks in your freezer, you're always just minutes away from a quality dinner. Whether it's Taco Tuesday or a weekend feast, taste the Omaha Steaks difference and never settle for grocery proteins again. Get flavorful, high-quality proteins delivered by visiting omahasteaks.com. Plus $35 off when you use promo code YUM at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, code YUM. Terms apply. See site for details. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code YUM at checkout for $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply.
When the world is crumbling down upon you, as it seems like ours is, music provides a real respite. Pascale and I have done some research, and we've made some interesting discoveries about songs that we thought we knew well. So enjoy this song fact-packed episode of Life in Jest. I was looking up trivia because we've done trivia about various things, and it's always fun. And it was like songs. I'm like, well, that's good. Like, not limiting it to one specific thing, but whatever we find out that's interesting about a song, right? So I said, well, let's do that. I looked one song up to see, and I found it kind of intriguing. So I'm like, all right, let's do that. But that's how we roll around here, very fast with the ideas.
I like it. I was very excited about this one. I
Yeah.
rarely get excited about stuff because that's how I am, but
Right.
this is like,
Well, I know you love music, and I like
do.
music too, even if I don't listen to it much anymore. But
And we're
yeah.
both very about the lyrics. I mean, not all the time. You know, sometimes I like stupid 80s stuff. Some of it means stuff, but nobody cares.
That's true. But I enjoyed doing the research for this. So let's see what we come up with. You want to start?
Yeah, I told you before we started recording, there's a song that we both like. So I'm going to save that
Okay.
until later on because
Sure.
I feel like that'll be a discussion.
Okay.
So, of course, everything I picked was sad and dark. I like very sad and dark music as a general rule.
That's true.
You know, but then I like some 80s nonsense too. But
You
whatever.
do. Yeah, you do.
Yes. It's either really deep and sad or really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
What are you going to do? Okay. So,
You like that?
So my first one is a song called Polly by Nirvana. It's on the Nevermind album. Yeah, the big album that everybody
The big album.
loves.
Yes.
Yeah, but this song is super dark because Polly is, the song is written about, I'm sorry, I have to read this, and I printed it so tiny.
Oh, no.
I mean, I know what it's about, but I just think they said it better. I think I got these from Wikipedia or whatever.
Right.
The song was written about the abduction, rape, and torture of a 14-year-old girl returning home from a punk rock concert in 1987 in Tacoma, Washington. So
it's awful. Oh my God.
Yeah, so the song is written from the perspective of the perpetrator, the rapist.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it's so
Why did they do that? I can see writing about it, but why write why write from the person's point of view?
So Kurt Cobain Cobain spoke of sexual assault as being one of the worst crimes on earth, telling one publication in 1991 that what really needs to be done is teaching men not to rape. I mean, that's super simplified, but
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
he didn't write it. I don't think it's, I guess to bring awareness to it, to
Yeah, but if you're using the person's point of view, that sounds a little bit like you're giving them too much voice, I think.
I don't know, I'm on the fence about this one. The weird thing is it's a really good song.
Oh, wow.
So some of the lyrics, because I wrote down some of the lyrics that kind of caught my eye with these songs, that kind of always come to mind when I think about them, and really fucking dark. Polly wants a cracker. Maybe she would like some food. She asked me to untie her. A chase would be nice for a few.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, this one's even worse, and I always think of this one. It's interesting and disturbing. So it's Polly says her back hurts. She's just as bored as me. She caught me off my guard. Amazing, the will of instinct. So yeah, that's my first one.
That
But
is really dark.
it is, but like I don't know. Being that I'm very into serial killers. I don't know why. I think it's,
Wait, did this girl die or did she live?
yeah, now she died.
Oh, he killed her too?
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't say that. That's
Wait,
really.
maybe not. Hold on.
You just said she was tortured. You didn't say she died.
Yeah, and you know what? I did not look into this. I just always assumed that she died, but you're right. It doesn't say that she died, so I don't know.
Maybe that's how they know what happened more because she talked about it.
Maybe. I should have really looked that up. It didn't even occur to me. I don't know. I'm always interested in the people that do these things, like how they got to that point. I
Yeah,
think that's
but
why
all
I
right.
just
But no, I don't disagree. But it's weird that Kurt Cobain wrote a song about it in the guy's voice. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, because he's not really solving anything by doing that,
know. Maybe he was just trying to work out how he felt about it. I don't know. I mean, he's gone. It's not like you
Yeah.
can ask him.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
really
mean, a
dark.
lot
Yeah.
of Nirvana's lyrics are a little dark. I don't,
Oh, sure.
it's
Yeah.
funny. On Nevermind, a lot of the songs are kind of catchy,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's funny enough. I want to talk about a Nirvana song too. Now, I
Okay.
didn't look for songs. I do like this song, but I didn't. That's not really where I was just looking for funny, like
Oh, I
as
know what song you're gonna say. Go
probably,
ahead.
but I just was looking for funny or not or interesting or intriguing anecdotes about the songs that we don't know. So it is smells like Teen
Yeah,
Spirit. Yeah,
I knew because
and it
the
is a
story's
great.
actually really funny.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
So I found a website that really goes into a lot of details. So like a lot. So it was really interesting. He said he was trying to write the ultimate pop song and trying to rip off the Pixies.
He
And
loved the Pixies, yeah.
uh, he called it Smells Like Teen Spirit after a night that he had been drunk and spray painting places with this woman, Kathleen Hanna, who was the lead singer of the group Bikini Kill, which is a weird name. And he had been dating the lead singer from, wait a minute. Well, this is wrong. It says that Hannah was the lead singer, but then it says Toby Vale was the lead singer. They can't both be the lead singer.
I have no idea.
Well, Hannah, she was spray painting with him, but he had been dating this woman, Toby Vale, also in the group, but she dumped him. They were spray painting. They went to spray paint a religious center that they believed was posing as an abortion center. And when the women went there, they would be told they were going to go to hell if they aborted their child. She was the lookout, and he spray painted "God is gay" on the wall of the center. It's kind of funny. They were very drunk, and they ended up in his apartment, and she smashed up a bunch of shit, she said, and she took out a Sharpie marker and wrote all over his bedroom wall, which was a rental. So she goes, it was really kind of lame that I did that. And she passed that with the marker in her hand. But then she said she spray painted "Kurt Smells Like Teen Spirit" on his bedroom wall. And she did it because she was marking her scent on him, because Teen Spirit was actually a deodorant that she was wearing.
Yeah,
But he
I don't think
didn't.
they make that anymore, right?
I never heard of it, but I've never heard of a lot of
You don't
things. So
remember Teen Spirit?
not at all. No.
It's so goofy. Yeah, it was for teen girls, I think.
I
I'm pretty
guess.
sure it was just for teen
Well,
girls,
this
but
woman that was
yeah.
not a teenager when she did this, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But so he thought that he smelled like the spirit of teens. Like he thought it was like a real compliment. You know what I mean? Kurt thought Hannah was complimenting him on his rebellious spirit as someone who could inspire youth. He was trying to write the ultimate pop song. So he called her and said, "Hey, can I use it as a lyric in my song?" And she's like, how is he going to use Kirk smells like Teen Spirit as a lyric? And he didn't know it was a deodorant. And I guess nobody told him. How do you know? It must have been around even
I
longer
remember
because,
Teen Spirit. Yeah.
yeah, well, it had to be, yeah, I don't remember Teen Spirit at all. I know Shore. I don't know.
I don't think it was around for long. Almost positive they don't have it now. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen it in like a million years.
Yeah. Well, the sales of Teen Spirit deodorant shot up when it became a hit, even though it's not mentioned in the lyrics. So that's the whole reason why he named it, because she spray painted it in his room. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah. And
And
I think that's like their most famous song, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
With this track, Nirvana helped ignite the grunge craze, as was characterized by loud guitars, angst-ridden lyrics, and flannel. Yeah, the Nevermind album, they wanted to have a picture of a baby being born underwater on the cover, but they couldn't, they said that was too gross. So then they shot underwater during a water babies class. They took some underwater shots. They hired somebody.
Yeah. And there's that baby.
The
That's
baby's
like a very
it was
famous, yeah.
Spencer Eldon, who was 4 months old at the time. I wonder where he is now. Courtney Love, what, do you know where the baby
I saw
is?
something. Yeah, I saw something, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago about that guy. I mean, basically just talking to him. I mean, obviously he didn't know what was going on. He was a
Right.
baby.
That's funny,
But
though.
he's on one of the most famous album covers ever.
Yeah, it's very funny. I love that. Courtney Love finally agreed to let it be used in the movie Moulin Rouge. And they said she was holding out. She was trying to get the lead role in it, which went to Nicole Kidman. What about Courtney Love in Moulin Rouge? And the Nevermind album title is taken from this song's lyric. I found it hard. It's hard to find. Oh, well, whatever. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah.
I like that.
It's a good song.
It is, but the opening chord is a variation of Boston's More Than a Feeling.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. I never thought of that.
And wait, somebody very funny, somebody heard that and he's like, that sounds like Boston. Somebody famous. Who was it? The Smashing Pumpkins guy, Billy Corgan. When he first heard it, he said, hey, that sounds like More Than a Feeling. And he said a few months later, he went to a Nirvana show in Tokyo and he watched Cobain break into More Than a Feeling. And he said, of course, it went right over the heads of the crowd, but it was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. Bill Corrigan was dating Courtney Love, and he threw her out of his apartment, and she went down to a bar and met Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I could see throwing her out. She's very annoying.
You know what? That one whole album was really good. She's talented. She's just kind of nutty.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, I've heard her on Howard, and I don't think I could stand her for 2 seconds, frankly.
Yeah. I feel like I read her book. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I read all those books.
You do. You read every single one of those books. But there's something.
I like rock star biographies or autobiographies if the person is really messed up.
Yeah, you really enjoy them. So does Howard. He likes them too.
Yeah. And I don't like the ones he picks, but we have very different tastes.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But sometimes he reads them because they're coming in,
Yeah, I like the very dark ones. I like to either see somebody like crawl up from the bottom or sometimes they die. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, there's something else I can't find where it says it, but I know what he says. I always thought the line was, here we are now, entertainers. But apparently what he said was, here we are now, entertain us.
Yeah.
But they said that he used to say that when he walked into parties.
That's right. Now that's a way to enter a party.
That's right. It says Jay-Z disfigured some lines from the song on his 2013 track, Holy Grail. I actually like this song. I'm not going to lie. And then, of course, Justin Timberlake is on it. And he said, I know nobody to blame. Kurt Cobain, I did it to myself. And we all just entertainers. He obviously mistook that line too.
Mm-hmm.
And we're stupid and contagious. And I don't know. I did like the song. But a lot of it's stupid.
That song.
I think you might have heard it. It's a very famous. I don't know how you could have missed it at the time. It was like
maybe I just don't know.
And then Justin Timberlake breaks into a whole like solo thing in it. And you
love
definitely
that
have heard
Timberlake. I have no idea why, but I'm not a big Jay-Z fan. I don't know.
This song was very popular. It said it debuted at number 8 on the Hot 100. And it gave Cobain and whoever this, Novoselic. Who's
Oh,
Novoselic?
yeah.
Somebody in the
Chris,
band?
yeah, he was the
Yeah.
bass player. Yeah.
And Dave Grohl. They got,
That's the drummer. Yeah.
well, Cobain and Novoselic got their first top 10 writing credits since Smells Like Teen Spirits charted. Dave
Yeah.
Grohl charted a number of times with Foo Fighters.
Yeah, because Dave Grohl wasn't the original drummer
That's
for
interesting.
Nirvana. Yeah.
Well, he gets a credit on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I feel he was with them for Nevermind,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
But they
Novoselic
did
also
have,
got,
you know,
they both got credit. I don't know. Oh, he just said he was what did you say he was? The bassist?
the bass player. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I always wondered, the rappers use a lot of rock songs. I mean, a lot of
Mhm.
people use other songs in their things, but particularly it's popular with rap. And I was like, I wonder if they pay them, but they do actually pay them. So there you
Yeah.
go. I didn't know.
Unless you're Vanilla Ice.
No, because I was reading about that, and they said that he actually did pay them before the song came out.
Oh, really? I never heard that story.
Well, I didn't have time to. I know, I heard it too. Yeah, that it was
I
a
heard
lawsuit.
an interview with him where he goes, "Theirs goes ding 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 ding. Mine goes ding 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 ding."
I know,
so
but I
funny.
think that he was trying to show that he did it all himself. But that's just public, but actually,
Oh, that's
from what I
really funny.
understand, he did actually
for him.
settle before the song even came out. So
Okay,
yeah,
go Vanilla Ice. Good for him.
I guess the record company probably makes them do those things, you know.
Of course.
But
And then
yeah. So anyway, I thought that was fun. Love, here we are now. Entertain us. I want to do that when I walk into a party.
I love that. I didn't know he did that.
I
That's
love
great.
that. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Since we tend to run a little long, I'm going to put this back at the top.
Okay.
The song that,
Yeah.
So it's Crazy Train.
Oh, I love
What
that.
did you think Crazy Train was about?
They got some guy drunk when they were initiating him into the band, and it was based on how he acted all drunk. And they have a word on it, like egg or something. They have his voice on it at the very end. They asked him what it was like when he threw up, and he said egg, something like that.
Ew. Okay. This is not what they had.
Okay.
I was like, really? I don't know why I picked this song. I mean, I like this song, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think because we both like it. We don't always like the same things, but we both, and I'm not even a big Ozzy fan in general,
Yeah. I like
but
Ozzy.
I like Ozzy. I don't
Yeah.
dislike him. I'm just not,
Yeah.
he's not my go-to.
Sure.
So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, oh my God. Okay. So Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne explores themes of Cold War anxiety, societal chaos, and the mental anguish caused by world leaders' destructive, greedy actions. The lyrics criticize societal division, conformity, and mental numbness, suggesting that humanity is riding a crazy train of potential destruction due to hate and lack of love.
Well, I mean, that
You
does
know,
make more sense, but
it does.
yeah.
I had never thought of it that way. I thought it was about one person's, mental
Yeah.
state over the world or whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was that deep. I was like, really?
Ozzy was pretty deep. Yeah, he really was. You know.
I don't think that he wasn't. I don't know. I just never really thought about it.
Yeah. What I like about it is it's one of those songs that you can morph into whatever you want it to be on your own. But
Yes.
I mean, it does make total sense what they're saying. Cold War. I mean, what year did he write this freaking song?
1980.
Wow.
1980. And yeah, I mean, the Cold War was still
Yeah.
happening, right? I mean,
I guess, yeah.
right? Wasn't that Reagan was president? Am I right?
I don't
I
know.
feel like Reagan was president by then.
I basically
Right?
only
'Cause
go up to
wasn't Jimmy Carter?
1968.
I feel like Jimmy Carter was like the tail end of the 70s, but I could be wrong.
The Iran thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know
yeah.
Ronald
I
Reagan was
believe you.
president in the 80s, but I don't know which idea.
I don't know either. I go up to 68 and that's it. 68. Well, that's because I'm writing about it now. And I
Yes.
mean, normally I'm more, for the longest time, I was basically revolution, and then Civil War, but I'm getting up there. I
mean, I guess the first president I was really aware of was Ronald Reagan. I mean, obviously I was born in the 70s, so,
Yeah.
he wasn't the first president of my lifetime, but I guess by the time I was, old enough to even think about.
I remember what's his name resigning.
Nixon?
Nixon. Yeah. Or maybe I don't know if it was a speech, but I remember when the other guy pardoned him. And I was actually in this room, because this room is now my bedroom, but at the time it was the living room of my aunt. My aunt used this room as a living room. And we were sitting there, and everybody was appalled that the guy was, and I had no idea what anybody was talking about. I was like, whatever.
I was going to say, you must have been
Yeah.
really little.
I was really little. Yeah. And, but I do remember that. It's just funny that I was in this room.
It is funny that you were in that room.
Yeah, it's very funny. All right. This is a song that I always knew was misconstrued. People dance to this at their weddings, but if you listen to the song, it is clearly disturbing. Okay. And it's every
I'm
breath
so
you take.
excited.
It's every breath
Yeah.
you take.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's a stalker. And I think his wife, Frances, should have been extremely alarmed and had an order of protection against him, because it was about when they were breaking up. Well, he had been cheating on her. And I believe he met Trudy. That was her best friend or something very close. And he wound up marrying Trudy, but he cheated on her with her friend. I'm almost positive it was her friend. But
Right. For anybody who doesn't know, I can't imagine who doesn't know this, but she's talking about Sting.
the police was the group. Sting had a group.
Right.
Had a group called the Police, and
Yes.
and this became a humongous hit.
It really was. I didn't know that it was about his particular situation, but I knew it was about a stalker. Yeah.
Yeah, he was up. He didn't want his wife to leave him. He's like, "Listen, bitch, I'm going to be watching you."
Okay. Sting was so sweet and nice.
No. And in a 1983 interview with the New Musical Express, he said, "I think it's a nasty little song, really rather evil. It's about jealousy and surveillance and ownership." And then talking about the misinterpretation of the song, he said, "I think the ambiguity is intrinsic in the song, however you treat it, because the words are so sadistic. On one level, it's a nice little song with the classic relative minor chords, and underneath, there's this distasteful character talking about watching every move. I enjoy that ambiguity." He said he watched Andy Gibb, who Andy Gibb died, but he was a pop star. He was the younger brother of the Bee Gees, and he was singing it with a girl. And he said he was delighting in the fact that Andy Gibb was totally misinterpreting the song. He's like, "I could still hear the words, which aren't about love at all. I pissed myself laughing." That's what he said.
Pretty funny. I've never seen Andy Gibb do that stuff.
I don't know Andy Gibb. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I knew about drugs. I think I was too young, and I loved Andy Gibb.
Was it drugs that he died from?
I don't know if he
I thought he had some disease or something.
Well, somebody, I remember probably in Dynamite magazine. Actually, no, Dynamite magazine would never say something so dark.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he did cocaine and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Andy Gibb, I loved him so much.
I know. I did too.
But it's just sad. Like, it made me sad. But it was the beginning of my liking, stars that are drug addicts for some reason.
Yeah. It's true. That's interesting. I didn't know it was drugs. I thought I remember
I don't know if that's what killed him, honestly.
Yeah. Victoria Principal had broken up with him, she was way older than him. And I was like, maybe he died of a broken heart. I was so ridiculous, but I was such a romantic even then. I was like,
we were so different. My God.
My God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So Sting is really funny because he did say that in 1983, which is the year this thing came out, but he apparently wrote, maybe it's a book called Lyrics by Sting. The song has a standard structure of a pop ballad, but there's no harmonic development after the middle eight, no release of emotions or change in the point of view of the protagonist. He is trapped in his circular obsessions. Of course, I wasn't aware of any of this. I thought I was just writing a hit song, but that's not what he said in 1983, but whatever.
Yeah.
And indeed, it became one of the songs that defined the 80s. So then he goes, this is funny. When I finally became aware of this symmetry, I was forced to write an anecdote. If you love somebody, set them free. So we wrote that to cure the other song. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like that song, free, set them free. It's annoying. Free, set them free. It's annoying.
No.
I don't like it. Sorry.
I think it's okay. But honestly, I haven't thought about that song in so long until you said it.
That's so funny. Police was my first rock concert. Somebody took me to see Sean Cassidy. So that was my first.
Oh my God.
But that doesn't really.
My first love.
But that's not really a rock concert because he's like
No.
I mean, I guess but it's not rock, right? So, right. And that was little.
I mean, we did sing that song that's rock and roll.
Oh,
Well, it
please.
was not rock and roll.
I think that's a remake of a 50s song, right?
I guess.
Come
I
on, everybody, get down, get with
I
it.
had that at
Forget it.
45.
I like when he's saying, "Hey, Deanie." But anyway, I liked him as a musician, but I was in love with Parker Stevenson. But he
Oh,
was,
yeah. I was a
but
Sean Cassidy girl. I
I
remember I had a
like him.
giant poster of
Yeah.
him.
I did enjoy him, but no, he looked, I mean, they're both kind of effeminate, I guess, but Sean
I
Cassidy looked
know,
like
but
a
that was
little,
the thing at them,
yeah.
the long hair,
Yeah, but no,
the
he had that
feathered kind of
little baby
do.
face. Like, I was
He
such a
said he
baby
was
face.
so cute.
I guess. David Cassidy was his half brother. And David
Yeah.
Cassidy, this is just something I heard, has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But when he was dying, his last words were, "So much wasted time."
Yeah. Well,
That's pretty good, huh?
I feel like he had issues with fame. I don't remember exactly what the story was, but
Yeah.
he did not deal with it well at all.
Yeah, but that is like an interesting thing to say at the end of
It
your
is a
life, no
very
matter what.
interesting thing
We
to
all waste
say.
so much time if you think about it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but the Police was my first like real rock concert, and the Go-Go's opened. And I remember I was surprised that they weren't wearing those towels, whatever, from their album. They had none on their album.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I thought people came out in what they were dressed with.
Yeah.
So I saw them. I bought the tickets from a scalper, and I was very close, right? But at the time, scalp tickets were like $30. They were not a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not now.
Somebody gave me the phone number for the scalper. His name was Philip Yovanovich, and he was in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I guess I mailed him the money because at the time we didn't have Venmo or anything. Somehow I paid him, and then he would send me the tickets. And I guess a lot of time had to be allowed in between these things. But
I guess so.
anyway, yeah. So I remember I had never smoked weed or anything, nor did I at this concert. But there was so much weed there that I got this crazy contact high, and everything just went psychedelic.
Wow.
Everything was just black, like black with flashes of psychedelic.
Oh,
And
my.
I didn't know what was going on. And people fighting, and like I got pushed. I was in maybe the 7th row. It was very close.
Yes.
And I came home, and my mother accused me, like, she's like, "You smell like," did she say pot? Whatever she called it. And I didn't even know what she was saying,
Oh, my God.
But that was my memory of my first rock concert.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even remember I remember my first concert, but it was also not a rock concert. And I don't actually remember what my first rock concert was. I mean,
That's interesting.
I've gone to a lot of concerts. I have no idea what, like I said, I will admit this, but it is embarrassing, but I don't care because I love them. It was Menudo.
Yeah.
I must have seen Menudo 10 times.
Wow.
When I was a kid. And then I went from Menudo to Metallica, so I don't know what is happening there.
We have varied tastes. Barry Manilow,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we've seen Barry Manilow together a few times.
Yeah, we love Barry Manilow. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
He's the Barry.
He's the Barry. So, yeah. So, we all, I don't mind admitting when I like things that are, Menudo sounded okay to me. I just really wasn't exposed to them.
I loved them. They didn't even sing in English, and I did not care.
Well, that's why I didn't
my
listen. Yeah,
Spanish songs.
No, but I need to know what they're saying.
I watched Telemundo.
You did?
Yeah, the Menudo thing was like an obsession. I was
Wow.
obsessed like a crazy person. It was Menudo day and night.
How long were they a band?
Oh, for a long time.
Was it the same people, or did they switch them out like those other?
No, they switched them out.
Yeah.
I could tell you who got switched for who. Like I knew everything about them.
Now, I think that Menudo was one of the bands where at least one of the members got molested by the Menendez father.
Yes, there was a documentary about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which really makes me believe the Menendez brothers, because people say they got molested by him. Guy from NSYNC said it too. I think
a lot of those bands, these kind of things happen.
Oh my God, it's awful. It
is awful.
Wow.
But my God, I love them so much.
Ricky Martin. Was Ricky Martin one of them?
Yes.
I thought so.
I saw Ricky Martin when he was in Menudo. I saw him at Great Adventure.
Oh my
or
God,
Six
that's
Flags,
hysterical.
as you all call it.
Wow, that's hysterical.
I remember it because he was the baby. And
he
was
was
so
cute.
Excited. He was adorable.
She bangs.
And he became so famous. I think he's the only one of them that became that famous.
Yeah. But I saw him in concert. He had a couch. He had a couch as his main set piece,
Good
like
for
a
him.
lounge. It looked like a lounge or something.
Listen, he's got it all. He's good looking. He can dance. He can sing. I mean,
Yeah, he's
nothing
good.
wrong with that guy.
I don't know what's happened to him. We haven't heard from him.
No, he's around. I
Oh
hear
yeah.
about him. Yeah.
Oh, good. Then I'm glad he's okay. Good. Okay. I think it's your turn then. I was just talking about the police, right?
Okay. Yes. I huh. I don't know which one to do. Who do I pick? I love these people so much, both of them. But I think I'll go Metallica because I think Metallica, for people who don't listen to them, I think their songs are very deep, most of
Oh
them, and
yeah.
they're about things that I don't think most people know.
Right.
Like they're about everything, about the electric chair,
Yeah.
chips.
That's right. That's what they
Yeah,
were talking about. The Pharaoh. So they were talking about Passover and all that
yeah,
stuff.
creeping
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just everything. So that song I picked, I love this song. It's on the Master of Puppets album, which I was going to say one of their most popular albums, but I guess it's become another thing later on. But this was the
What do you
first
say?
Metallica. They got bigger and people loved these other
Yeah.
albums, but
Right.
from, the beginning albums,
Right.
this was probably their most famous album.
Right. I think people know Master of Puppets.
I would think
Yeah.
so. It was
Yeah.
a pretty, and then it grew as they grew.
Yeah.
Um, this was the first, somebody left the cassette tape in my brother's car,
Hmm.
and I just happened to pick it up,
Oh wow.
pop it in, and that was it. I was
Oh,
done.
that's so funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know why. I know who left the tape. Yeah,
Wow.
and I was like that. This is my band. I'm in. I'm all
Wow.
in.
Amazing.
I
That's a
guess
great
I get
story.
like that, and then I
Yeah.
obsess on it, and then I
Yeah.
know everything about them because I'm just crazy like that. So this
Yeah.
song is off of Master of Puppets, the second side for people who had records. People have records again now. They call them
Yeah.
LPs and vinyl, whatever the fuck that is about, but whatever.
That's right.
So this song is called Disposable Heroes, and the song, where is this thing? Okay, so I'll give you some of the lyrics. If I can read this, what the hell? I mean, I know the lyrics, but I don't know what I picked. Oh, okay. Soldier boy made of clay, now an empty shell. 21, only son, but he served us well. Bred to kill, not to care. Do just as we say. Finished here, greetings, death, he's yours to take away. So basically,
Hmm.
it's about how we send these boys to war. We don't care about them.
Yeah.
They're just another number. They're just another body.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know things like that when I don't know, I was like a teenager, probably 14,
Right.
15. And the whole album, like, I didn't know about any of this stuff. It was just not in my world. I didn't know anybody who went to war. My family didn't do that. I had no idea about these things.
Yeah.
And a lot of that album, there's a Master of Puppets is about drug addiction.
Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that. No.
Yeah, there's a song called Sanitarium that is about being, committed. And this
Hmm.
song, there's a song about religion, about the, you know, televangelists and blah, blah, blah. So
Hmm.
I really liked this song. I'm like, who could make a catchy song about that? I mean, people have. There's
Yeah.
Fortunate Son,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think people know that about them, and I think
Hmm.
it's so interesting. There's not a love song. I don't know if there is in their whole catalog, and I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
I knew. I mean, I knew I guess because I've listened on Howard, the interviews, so I did know that they had a lot of depth in their songs. But they were
Yeah.
just talking about that one with the Pharaoh and it's going, die, die,
Oh my
die.
God. If you've ever been to a Metallica show, and I think every show, I've seen them many, many times, and every time he has the crowd chant die for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
straight, and everybody in that stadium just goes die, 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 die.
Oof, that's rough. I don't
It's
like that. That's
it's
a very
something.
intense. Yeah,
It is
it's too much
very
for me.
intense, but
Yeah.
it's so good. Yeah, they play that Richard clip with him
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a very Metallica show thing. I mean, the shows they're doing
Oh, it's
now are
interesting that you
always
say that.
different.
It's interesting that you say that Sit up more.
Sorry.
It's interesting that you say that because I thought that only Richard was out of control, screaming, "Die, die, die." I didn't know
No.
see that they don't say that when they play that clip. They make it sound like he's
Yes.
just crazy
No.
singing "Die."
Because he was in a very small venue when he.
But they were recording him, so you can't hear.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so loud, you can't hear anybody else
No.
doing it. Oh, that's
I have
interesting.
seen them in giant stadiums, and literally the entire stadium is chanting it. Die.
Wow, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that. That's like a mantra of death. I don't.
I mean, the song is called Creeping Death.
I know. I think they're too intense for me, frankly. I really do.
I
I
like
don't know.
that. Like, who makes a song about the pharaohs? It's so good. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The fact that it's mostly James, I think, that writes the songs. Sorry if it's other people too. Probably Lars. But
I love Lars.
yeah,
You don't like Lars, but I love him.
it's not that I don't like Lars. It's just he's a little too chatty for me.
He's
He's
so
so chatty.
funny. I don't know. I think it's Howard makes him funny. I don't know if he would be funny on his own.
No, I think he's a funny guy. He's very talented. I love Dave Grohl.
I love him too. Yeah. I mean,
But
I don't
he's
love him. I love him on
also
Howard.
he talks too much. I get really annoyed by people that talk too much as I'm talking too much. But no, they go on so
Boy.
much.
Well, it's
So
more entertaining than being, quiet and not saying a word.
that's true. They're both very
Yeah.
entertaining people.
Yeah.
Lars is definitely the most outgoing of that group.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. I love him.
Oh my God, he's an amazing drummer. He's very talented, Lars.
Yeah. Lars.
And he named his son Lane, so
That's
I love
nice.
him for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were all so close. It's funny. There's Alice in Chains Unplugged, which is the saddest show I think I've ever seen in my life. It's very sad.
Really?
But I didn't know that they don't show you the audience. And apparently Metallica, the guys from Metallica were sitting in the front row.
Oh, wow.
Maybe not the front row, but I mean, I would imagine probably the front row because they're Metallica. But for years, I had I must have seen that Unplugged a million times, and I never knew.
Oh,
I
wow,
didn't know
that's
they were all
interesting.
that close. And they're my two favorite bands. I had no idea they were so connected.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. That is
I guess I
crazy.
have
Like
a
when you
type.
learn, you learn, but it really like kind of blows your mind when you realize that, like that connection, and you didn't know. Like it's like wow, it's like mind blowing.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. I love
Anyway,
that.
I just
I
went
love
on
that.
about that. Anyway, I listen to Metallica. They're deeper than you think they are.
I didn't doubt it. Yeah, I knew they were deep. I think a
I'm
lot of
just
people
telling
know.
everybody in general.
Yeah.
I don't know because everybody's like Enter Sandman. I'm like, what?
That has a deep thing too to it. I can't remember. Is that like death? Crib death? Is it? Is that the one? I wouldn't call it light.
No, the album is dark too, because of course they are. But I guess I'm one. I'm one of those snobby people that I usually hate. That is like that's when they became very everywhere. That song.
So
was
they jumped the shark or
everywhere.
something. Jumped the shark too.
Not necessarily because that was a great album too. But it's just God, they played that song so much.
Yeah.
And that was as most radio hits. They're not the best songs on the album ever. I don't think any album I've ever listened to.
Yeah.
The ones on the radio are usually not the
You're right.
really
It's like
ones.
because they're more of a compromise. Like they're you know what I mean? Like they're safer bets. They're poppier. And usually those
they're not bad songs.
Right. They're just not the risk taker ones.
Yeah.
More creative ones or things like that.
Yeah, I don't think it shows you,
things
what
of that
the band
nature
is really about. I think you're right. Like, anyway,
yeah, I understand. I agree with you. But I had a friend that only liked groups before they were popular. The minute they were popular, she was like done with them. It was like Duran Duran. Duran Duran used to be on like WLIR.
Oh,
and my boyfriend's brother was their manager. The minute they got popular, she was like, I'm so done with these people. I mean, okay, you still like them, but
I get
whatever.
what she's saying. I did hang in there with Duran Duran for a long time. I just
and
them. But they also those songs weren't their best sonns either.
No,
Hunger Like the Wolf. No, there are way better songs than that.
I like Girls on Film. Do you like that?
They're catchy. It's not
Yeah.
that those songs are bad, but there's
Yeah.
better songs, you
For
know?
sure, yeah. There's one that I really love. I can never think of it. I heard it. In. I was going to say Food Town, but that doesn't exist anymore. I heard it in Stop and Shop, same building.
Yeah.
It's weird how you can hear something from a long time ago. There's this sushi place that I go in to pick up sometimes, and they play the most. They must have some weird Sirius channel going on. They play the most obscure. I heard a song by Billy Joel called "She's Right on Time" that I used to listen to.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm gonna give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
Speaking of an album where you don't hear the song, this was not a hit in any way. This was a side song on, I think it was the one, Glass House. No, Allentown. I think it was on Allentown.
Okay.
No one knows this freaking song, and they always play. And I love this song. I love this song.
Great.
She's
I love
just
when
on
you
time.
hear the
I know.
unexpected.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? And every time I go in there, they play some old song from when I was a kid, and I'm like, this is so crazy. What channel are they listening to?
I don't know, but I love that because then somebody else out there loved that song too. That it wasn't you.
It has to be like an obscure Sirius radio. I have to ask them, like, because Sirius has so many channels. It's probably one that, or I assuming Sirius, because I mean Sirius XM was one company now. I think that's probably the only one that you could get, like no commercials and all that. And, they probably have one with obscure, but it is very good. And I was talking to some guy that was another customer. I'm like, can you believe they're playing this? He's like, I don't even know what this is. I'm like, I know. Well, sorry. But anyway, but then I heard a Duran Duran song that I loved in Stop and Shop. Now I can't think of it again. You know, when it's in your head, it's like, okay, now I have it again. Because I was like, it's like I caught it again. But then it was gone. But then it was gone again. So I should have written it down. But I didn't have.
I think I don't know why supermarkets play such good songs, but
they do. Yeah,
it's always a good time.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, it depends on who's the manager, because sometimes they can be good and sometimes they can be god awful.
Oh my God, I'm always trying to get the hell out of there. There's always too many people in Trader Joe's. It bugs me out. I don't like it.
The one I go to it can be bad, but usually it's not that bad. So I'm pretty lucky like that. So lucky at Trader Joe's. But what was the other thing who I loved that they were repulsed by? What's that group with that guy, Adam?
Maroon 5.
Yeah. I love them.
Can you tell how I feel about that?
But I love that song "Harder to Breathe," and that's the one that I think made them famous, right? Well, my friend liked them before that, but once that happened, they were like over it. But I loved "Harder to Breathe," and I remember I used to make a tape. I made that tape and I played the things twice. And you were like, why did you do it twice? I go, because after you hear a song that you love, don't you just want to hear it again? And you were like, no. But I did. I loved it. And this was...
I think I said no because I didn't like what you were playing.
Yeah, but you get so excited by a song that you hear, and then you just want to hear it one more time. And at the time, because now, of course, we can just do whatever we want. We probably could have then if I had a CD player. It wasn't like they were unheard of. I don't know, but I had a cassette thing. Maybe it was just an old car and everybody else had CD, because I believe CDs were already invented at that point.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what I did. And then I remember Casey was kind of little when that song came out. And he goes, the weather outside is cold and I got nobody to love. And Casey would always be like, what is the difference if the weather is cold outside? It's not like he's homeless. Like, that's what he always said.
That's a really good point.
Casey's not one for hyperbole.
No, I don't know why I don't like Maroon 5, but
I love that song. I don't love every song of theirs, but that one album, not that album, but the one after that, it was very popular. But I like the whole album. I would listen to the whole thing, and a lot of those songs never got released as singles at all. And I just like the album.
Well, that's what I like to do. I just listen to the entire album.
Yeah. Well, my favorite song of theirs, no one ever heard of. It's called Tangled. And I invite everybody to listen to this song. It's on that album, their breakout album. I don't know the name of it. But it's on, just Google. I mean, I'm sure you can find it on Spotify or whatever. Tangled. What a song. It's about being all tangled. It's a great lyrics. It's really great. And it's a great melody. It's just great. It's by far, it's got the, when those notes just curve and hit you, like, I don't know what it's called. Sting would know. He's talked about it so eloquently, but I was like, I never heard anybody discuss music quite as eloquently as Sting with all this.
Really?
Yeah. But maybe he must have studied it or something, but most would be like, I write it down, whatever, but it is, but it has these things that just really hit you in your heart. I love that song. I haven't listened to it in years, but I felt the pang just now when I talked about it, just like I did. So Tangled, everybody.
Some songs do that.
Yeah. Great song. No one's ever heard it unless they listen to the whole album. It was never,
yeah,
it was
I'm
never
sure
a
some
single.
Maroon 5 fan out there knows what you're
Maybe they
about.
sing it in concert, but that guy has become he's obnoxious though. Like he's so arrogant.
I really, there's something about him that irritates me.
Because he's completely arrogant. He's
Yeah.
I saw him on a show where this is before I guess they were famous, but they weren't like they are now. It was a show it was a weird game show where a person went it was a suite and where a band would stay in this, I guess, touring or whatever. And she had to guess whose room she was in based on what she found in the room. Or no, she didn't know. No, she didn't know who the person. No way you would know, right? You don't know. But she went in each room, and it was like she would get a date with whoever was left, and she would eliminate people based on what she found in the rooms that she didn't like. So she found a nose hair trimmer. She's like, "This is so stupid. Who needs this?" And it was his, and he's like, she goes, and she used it, which is ridiculous. You shouldn't use someone's, and she goes, oh, it's someone, she goes, oh, that's what he goes, she looks 100% better now with that. Like he was watching it, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't in the room with her. Yeah.
That's what she gets for using somebody else's.
I know, but that was really
Why
rude.
Would you do that?
But everybody's like, oh, look,
rude.
But they were like, the lead singer got knocked out first. The rest of the band was so happy that he got eliminated immediately. It was a ridiculous premise, the whole thing.
Yes, he does seem like he thinks he's very hot stuff.
He does. And I mean, I like men better when they're not so, they can be hot stuff, but not act like they're hot stuff. You have to have some sort of, what is that word? Humility. That's the word. So anyway, I know we're running out of time, but I have to tell you this other one.
Do another one. Yeah.
Yeah. This is too friggin' funny. Okay, this I was just at this point I stopped going on the other site because I was overwhelmed by looking up songs that said I just went on something that randomly told you funny stories about or interesting stories about music. So this was incredible. It's about the midnight train to Georgia. Okay.
Oh.
Now this is so funny. This guy Jim Weatherly wrote it in 1970, but he wrote a song called Midnight Plane to Houston, and he got the idea after hearing his friend Lee Majors, the $6 Million Man. We were talking about him the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And he was on the phone with his girlfriend, Farrah Fawcett, at the time.
Oh,
and they weren't married yet. And she, of course, is famous for Charlie's Angels. And she was huge sex symbol.
Well, they were a big couple at the time. They were the it couple.
Yeah. But so this was toward the beginning, I guess. I mean, they were just dating. They weren't married. Because when she was then she was Farrah Fawcett Majors, But she was just Farrah Fawcett. And she told Majors that she was going to take the midnight plane to Houston to go visit her parents. And then the conversation stuck with Weatherly, and he wrote a song called Midnight Plane to Houston in about 45 minutes with Majors and Fawcett being the main characters.
Wow.
Isn't that hysterical?
That is that what turned into?
It's the same melody. And the producers heard the song. Some producers, I don't know, they loved it and they wanted to give it to Sissy Houston. Is that Whitney Houston's mother?
I don't know. She is, I believe, related to her, but I don't know.
Yeah. And they asked Weatherly to change the location.
Maybe she's not. I don't know.
I thought she was, but I could be completely wrong.
I thought she was too. But
yeah.
I know Dionne Warwick is related to her, but that doesn't matter. She's not part of the story.
That's right. But we will make everything a part of the story because we are a stream of conscious podcast. That's right. We're like Virginia Woolf, just rambling on.
Oh my God. We're being Dave Grohl and Lars Ulrich.
That's right. We have become the people you hate. The only reason that they changed it from the midnight plane to Houston, they wanted him to change the location because of her last name was Houston. So they did. That's why they said to change the location.
Oh,
so
that's
the
so
song
funny.
was, I know. So the song was changed to mention Georgia and a train instead of a plane, and Houston recorded it, which we never heard. I don't think we ever heard of.
No.
Yeah. And then a few years later, the song was given to Gladys Knight and the Pips, who recorded their own version, and it became a smash hit, reaching #1 on the Billboard, winning a Grammy Award for Best R&B vocal performance by a duo, group, or chorus. But
I know, because
all from Farrah Fawcett and Lee Majors. It's crazy,
to
right?
visit her parents. I would never in a million years have thought.
Maybe he was like, I'm going to miss you terribly or something, because like that song has so much soul in it.
It does.
You know, like there had to be some angst on the part of Lee Majors.
That's so funny.
The fact that it's a midnight plane sort of adds angst alone, you know?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I didn't know they had midnight planes to Houston.
I mean, wouldn't that be a red eye?
I guess it is, but she said the midnight plane to Houston.
Midnight plane to Houston.
That's amazing. I love that, how he got that song. Like as a writer, that's just
pretty
like
funny.
that thrills me. I just love, like, I love songs of hearing the inspiration that you were
that's
completely
really
unexpected. Yeah, that's funny.
That was a good one.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
We're at like an hour. I
say one more?
I don't know which one to do. You know what? I was going to do Ohio, but we all know that story.
Oh, Tin Soldiers and Nixon's Coming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
everybody knows that. That's no
well, I
big
don't know if
deal.
everybody knows, but a lot of people know, yeah. But I will say it's very sad what happened to those kids, and
it is.
Yeah,
it's just,
and things only went downhill from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was going to say it because I feel like it's so, I mean, look at what's happening now. It's not the same, but it is in a way,
I think it was like that was the beginning of not. Well, I don't know if that's the beginning, because that's the wrong thing to say. Because when did not caring begin? Probably always was in history. But just the disregard for. And did you know that a couple of those kids were just they were just happened to be passing through. They were not part of the demonstration. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, not to make no one should have died anyway. But I mean, it's just awful. And no one those National Guardsmen never got charged. Nothing ever happened to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like.
Yeah. Right.
I think we're kind of in a similar place right now. I don't mean to bring it there, but
I don't
that's
think that
kind of
thing.
where I was going with that.
I think it's we're aware of it again now, but I don't think it ever went away. I think probably it's been happening all along. You know,
yeah, you're right. I'm sure it has.
It's awful.
That's where I was going to go. So I was, of course, going to do an Alice in Chains song, but I think I'm going to switch the song.
Okay.
But I'll just say this. So their album Dirt, which is their big album, was basically the entire album, almost the entire album, was about drug addiction. But there was one song, and you always make fun of this song.
I do?
Called Rooster.
Hey, here come the rooster. So I don't make fun of it. I like the song. Why do I make fun of it?
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've made fun of it before.
No, I did not. I used to when my boyfriend would come, I would think, here come the rooster.
Yeah.
He just rooster reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This rooster was the guitarist and songwriter Jerry. It was about his father going to Vietnam. So he's, I guess, the rooster. And I mean, in the song, it kind of talks about his father and his family. And I don't know, it's just such a sad song. And I feel like it's the only one on that album that's kind of, no, you know what? That's not true. Because I just thought of two songs that were, because most of the songs are about
the drugs.
Very bad drug addiction.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to go with, because it like one of the songs, Hate to Feel, which is where I get my email address from, that song. It's basically a heroin reference, but I always liked it because it's cute, but it's not.
Right.
But I think the song is kind of Lane Staley's cry for help. And I think a lot of people could relate to that.
Sure.
Because they're very raw. They're very raw songs. I don't know where I was going with that. I really don't.
Well, you just switched from rooster to back to the drugs.
I know I did. But Rooster, I thought was really great because I mean, I can't imagine what his father thought of it.
Yeah.
I
like the song. Honestly, that's one of my favorite songs in terms of their voice, like the sound. I think it was an incredible sound, actually. Really, really good.
It is.
Yeah.
They're, one of my favorites. They can do no wrong.
My friend Maria also loves Alice in Chains. I
don't know this friend.
Well, I mean, I only see her on Facebook now. I grew up with her. She lived a few blocks from me, and we were friends then.
I don't know who she is, but I love her. We should be friends.
She's been you would get along with her very well. She's very into music, but she loves Alice in Chains. And she said on Facebook, my Alice in Chains, I guess it was a while ago, and she said the CD got stuck in it wouldn't come out of the thing, out of the player in the car. So I said, was it down in the hole?
Oh, God. Which you would think that's their saddest song. It is absolutely not.
Yeah, I know.
And that is a sad, sad song, but there are songs that are way more sad than.
Oh, I know. Use them in my novel. I use them. So don't say, I mean, I don't even know what made me do that, but I did, so.
Because they're amazing.
I guess on some level, I must think that.
I have to say.
I don't not think that, but I will say, I don't like to constantly listen to sadness because I have a tendency to be depressed, and it just brings me down more. And I really worry about, I can't function if I'm that depressed. I can't create. I can't, it's not good, especially what's happened to me, in recent years. And so that's why it's not that I don't appreciate them. It's that it's very hard for me to take that. I mean, I just can't. It's like I'm feeling everybody's pain,
Yeah, then you probably don't. I mean, I hate calling them grunge because it's a silly word, but
I don't think it's a silly word, is it?
I guess. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's better than hair band.
They look grungy. A hair band was ridiculous.
Ridiculous, yeah.
But it's true. I mean, that hair.
The hair was crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I like many hair bands. I enjoyed them.
I loved Bon Jovi with his hair, and when he cut it, I was over him. It was like.
I like him better with the short hair.
No, he had that. No, I loved him with the hair. I have a picture of me and him.
I did not
that's
like
terrible
that
grammar.
hair.
I have a picture of him and me. Picture of me. Yeah. A picture of him and me.
Yeah.
I had to think about that. Like, it's not.
I always have to think about that one too. And now I'm so lazy. I ask ChatGPT because I'm that fucking lazy.
Yeah. I mean, I would if I wasn't recording with you.
Yes. Right now, I feel like everybody else, ChatGPT is my go-to for everything.
Well, why not ask? I mean, it's little things like that. Although chat, they could be wrong about some things.
They can be wrong.
Yeah.
I like to use them. I don't necessarily like that. That's very specific, but usually I'll say, like to get me started with something.
Yeah.
Something I want to say. It'll give you like an idea, and then you can kind of go with the idea. It's like a little push-up.
The prompt.
Yes.
Yeah. Prompt is the word.
My goodness.
All right. Anyway, I want to give one more, also really fast one.
Yours were so interesting. Mine are just sad, and everything I picked was sad.
Well, that's, we should do it again, and you can do funny ones or something. Light ones. And not, silly ones or something. I don't know. All right.
Okay.
This is interesting. It's about the song "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee" from Grease, right?
Oh yeah.
And so this was when they were adapting the songs from the stage version to the film. They were doing the film, and they were going to make some tweaks to the lyrics. And "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee" included a lyric that referred to Sal Menino. Do you know Sal Menino?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know him, but he was a teen heartthrob who had been stabbed to death in 1976.
Yeah.
But I assume he was a teen heartthrob in the 50s, I get.
Yeah.
So they decided to change.
That's why I know about him, because he got stabbed to death.
I don't know him.
Yes.
But they decided to change the song lyrics out of respect to his memory. And they replaced the mention of him with the line, "Elvis, Elvis, let me be. Keep that pelvis far from me."
Far from me.
I mean, like, this is what we brought children to?
I did not realize until I was an adult I would sing those songs. They were so not right.
We have a whole episode about it. I know.
Oh, God. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, my. How do you forget these things?
I don't know.
That Gay said that's her favorite episode. Hello, Gay.
Really?
Yeah, she loves it.
Hi.
Okay. So they were going to shoot, they started to shoot Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee on August 16th, 1977. That was when they were shooting it. Do you know what happened on August 16th, 1977?
No.
Elvis died.
Oh, God.
On the same day that they were filming it.
Really? Oh,
So they were like, they knew about Presley's death while filming the scene and found I'm surprised they didn't change the lyrics again.
Really?
And they found the entire situation to be rather chilling. We did this number and everyone kind of looked at each other like, yeah, this is creepy.
Oh, my.
I mean, that's weird, right? What are the odds of that?
Yeah. That is
weird. Yeah. So, yeah, I just found these little facts at the end of my research. So I thought I'd throw them in. So
yeah. Oh, those Grease songs. My goodness.
Yes.
I'll have to go back and listen to that episode. That's so funny.
You're going to listen to it? You never
remember that.
You never want to listen to yourself.
I know. I'm never going to listen to it, but it would be interesting. I wish I could
It's a
just
good
read
episode.
a transcript.
You can. We have a transcript.
I don't think I've never listened. I told you, I pretend like this isn't a thing.
Yeah. I don't know why you have a really good voice, so I don't know why you say this. I'm the one with the weird voice.
So. And I'm so dopey. I just make shit up.
Stop it. Why? What is happening?
Talk shit.
You talk shit.
I mean, that's what I was so proud of myself in that last episode with Gigi that I only cursed once. It was like, good for me. Good for me.
And you also, you announced you were about to curse, so you really didn't have to curse anything.
Well, listen, I wanted everybody to know. I felt that word needed to be in there at that moment.
Right. Well, just so everybody knows, this episode is going to come out before that episode because we're holding.
Sorry,
I
forgot. Yeah,
we did an episode with Gigi Howard, who has a podcast, Drinks in the Library, which is it's really good. She's a librarian, and it's the only library where drinks are not only allowed but mandatory, and it's really great. Yeah. I did an episode with her, and she did an episode with us, and they're coming out now. It's going to be the end of May because we decided to drop them at the same time. Why not? That sounds like fun, right? So, so it's not out yet. But if you want to hear a really fun podcast about if you like to read this book, I found it very entertaining. I always do, and I like hearing talk about books I already like, and I like hearing about books that I don't know. Yeah. So it's very.
It's
she's
a
really
good
fun.
Podcast. Yes, she's very interesting, and I had a very good time with her on the show. I thought it was good.
And you announced you were going to curse at the end, and that was it.
Fuck it. You could take it out. I don't care.
No, I don't even. I leave it. The show is just explicit. I mean, I can't. I thought about. I did at one point think maybe I can once in a while, if we don't have a curse or I take out one or two curses, I could make it clean. But it's not really how it works. Your show is either explicit or not. You know, you don't change it for one episode, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? Honestly, I curse a lot.
I curse too. I
don't actually care. That's just
the way I am.
If people don't like it, they can go fuck themselves.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's just part of our persona. It's fine. But, oh my God, I was listening to All There Is, the Anderson Cooper podcast, and he's such a clean guy, you know? And then he was saying how some people, when they say, one day you'll see this as a gift, you know, when someone dies, and he goes, and I'm like, fuck you. But, you know, they bleeped out the fuck, but you could hear it. I cannot believe Anderson Cooper said fuck.
He's right. Who says that?
People say all kinds of dumb shit.
What planet do they live on?
Well, he had this woman on one time that both her sons died. And people would say to her, it's okay that your sons are dead. My son, I barely see my son at college or something. Like, hello?
Wow.
It's ridiculous. Wow. People say the dumbest stuff. I mean, I will attest to that. I will really attest to that. It's unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
People do not know what to say, which is crazy when you think about that. One thing we have in common as a society, every single one of us, if we haven't experienced grief yet, we sure will. Everyone is going to lose someone.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we really ought to get used to dealing with it and comforting people, you know, because it's, or at least just say sorry that happened to you or something. I mean, when people say sorry for your loss, usually they don't mean it. It's just it's a like that.
Say it. I mean it.
No, I don't mean. Yeah,
I don't actually know what else to say, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
I try to
say it
exactly. I try to say it a little bit differently, just because even if you mean it, and I'm sure you do, and I would too, but to try to twist it a little bit so someone doesn't think I'm just, because unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
like
no, you're right.
sincerely, it's like all these things that are too
Oh my God. When
commonplace.
anyone says sincerely, I'm like, that, no, you didn't mean that at all.
I
It
know.
really is ridiculous. I don't know
Yeah.
why that particular word,
I know,
or
it's true.
regards. Regards is so obnoxious.
Well, I don't know. The other day I got into a mood to sign an email, kind regards, and I kind of meant it. I'm like, I really want to send this person kind regards.
You are
I can't
very
explain it.
different than most people.
Not
Regards is usually like
a brush
see
off.
you never.
Well, I know, and that's the problem with these things, right? But I really did mean kind regards. They probably mistook it like, oh, she's a bitch or something. But which I don't know. You call me a bitch, but I mean, I don't know.
It always makes me think. So a few years ago, this person who doesn't work with us anymore. So one of the people I work with did something that this lady didn't like. So she sent her an email basically telling her that she was wrong, to clean it up, blah, 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 blah. And then she wrote, regards.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. She was like, mad, mad, mad.
Yeah. 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 It's true.
You know, she didn't know how to sign that.
No.
Just write your name. Don't even write that.
That's true. It is better to just assign your name on that kind of a thing.
It just always makes me laugh. It's just so silly.
She should have signed it like, do better.
Yeah, right. Because that's what she meant. I don't know why I'm so irritated by this, but it's like, if you're in a small building with not many people, why are you writing an email? Just get up and tell them. It's so stupid. Wow. I mean, unless you're trying to leave a trail, which I understand.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But a lot of people will just message you or send you an email, and like, literally, you can walk over to me in 30 seconds or under.
Well,
it's weird. Whatever.
Maybe it's harder to confront someone in purpose. Not in purpose. It's harder to confront someone in person, like face to face. It's easier to do it in an email.
I guess so.
It definitely is.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
Right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So, all right. Well, that's our episode, and I hope everybody had fun. I was going to put a mini segment, but I knew that we were going to go along with this, so I decided just not to. But I do have a funny.
Go long.
Well, it's not that long. But it gets cut anyway. But one day maybe I'll do this other thing that was fun, but I'll save it as a surprise. Okay. So
something to look forward to.
Yes, I did take screenshots. I'm not happy with these quotes. I forgot until we went to record that I didn't have anything to say at all for quotes. So I just took a couple of quick screenshots. And okay, so I'll just say, songwriting's a weird game. Keith Richards said that.
He's a weird dude, and he's right.
So is writing in general. I'm going to add. It's a weird
I would
game.
think so, yeah.
It's a weird game. I think songwriting is a little harder. I mean, well, look, writing is hard, but when you have the quality of you have to put music to it, like, wow, that's like something I couldn't even imagine. But in general, you're just coming up with this stuff. It's a weird game. It really is. And especially with the idea of the weird sisters is like a magic. There's magic involved. I thought of of course, I think of Shakespeare as I always do. The weird sisters. Yeah. They were in Shakespeare. They were in, Macbeth. But anyway, then Mozart said, I don't know what this means, but it's interesting. The music is not in the notes, but in the silence in between. I kind of like that.
Interesting.
That's pretty deep.
That is.
Wasn't he deaf? Was he the deaf one?
Yeah, I have to be honest. I don't know. I always felt like I'd remember these things, and I do not.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, like, I think that the silence in between, it's like there is something in the pauses. When I write too, the beat, you have to have these beats. You have to have the beat of silence. If you don't have that beat of between the words, it just is a jumble. It's so important. And when I teach writing, a lot of the times I always say, like, add a beat. They're probably sick of hearing it, but I'm always like, add a beat. Could be whatever it is, but it has to be, you have to have that there. So otherwise it just sounds like, so, but you have to hear it in your head, like the rhythm of it. And so I have a third one, Victor Hugo, another light writer. He wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is very sad, very, very sad ending. Not like Disney. I assume that the Hunchback didn't die in the Disney movie.
I don't think I ever saw that one. I don't think I was interested.
Well, it's a very sad book. Music expresses that They both die, I think, actually. But music expresses, yeah, they're like in prison or something.
Oh my.
It's not happy. It's not happy talk. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that which cannot remain silent.
Oh, I
It's
like
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess he's talking about melody, yeah, it cannot be put into words. So there you go. That's what I have. And that was pretty quick. That was pretty good on the fly. Not bad, I guess.
It was. It was actually really good.
Thank you.
I was going to leave out Marilyn Manson, but maybe not because it's very quick. And you were talking about magic.
Yeah.
So Marilyn Manson, wacko that he is, that's a good book to read because it's crazy as crazy. I think that is the craziest autobiography I've ever read in my life. But whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. And it's just music is the strongest form of magic. And you know what? I would agree.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
not
like
the
that.
strongest, but very strong.
I like that.
So
nice.
And then Grace Slick, I forgot how much I like her, but whatever. Through literacy, you can begin to see the universe. Through music, you can reach anybody. Between the two, there is you unstoppable. No, I wrote that wrong. Okay, go look that up because I'm pretty sure I wrote that wrong.
Okay.
No, maybe not. Between the two,
seems to make
there
sense.
is you unstoppable. Okay.
Yeah.
It was the way I was reading it in my head.
Yeah. You had to have that beat. You had to have the beat.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's so funny. And then, of course, the last one is Lane, because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
And it's our perception of songs that we've written. The meaning changes from day to day to whatever stage we're at in our life and career. And I picked that one because it's true. Meanings change. Everybody interprets it different, and you can listen to a song and then listen to it later, and it'll have a new meaning for you. It'll put you in a different place. It's always.
It's so true.
It's different. It's different for everybody. So even though we said blah, blah, these meanings, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's true for you.
No, it's true. That is a great thing about music. And books also do that for me when I read them again.
Very much. Well, that's why I picked the Grace thing. I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, and I know she hates this, but when I think of her, I think of We Built This City on Rock and Roll.
Oh, God. That's terrible. That's so terrible. They were Jefferson Starship by the time that happened.
I know.
So Jefferson Airplane, good.
Yeah.
Jefferson Starship, bad.
I like a chord in there, but I don't know right before that when they go, We Built the City on Rock and Roll. Da, 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 da. There's like a, I like those curves.
Yeah,
chords.
no, I think I know what
it's got that one curve. That's what I like about that song.
Yeah.
But
I think they were just going.
They were going full out anthem, man.
Yes.
They were like, we're going to write a pop song.
Yes, that song was super, everything about the 80s. That was it.
She hates that song. It's just like,
it's a stupid song. It is really stupid.
And what does it even mean?
I could tell you every word, by the way.
Really? What does it mean? We built this city on rock and roll.
No. I'd hate to say it. It's a stupid song, but it's one of those songs. It's catchy. I know a lot of stupid songs because they just sit in your head. I don't know why.
You did like a lot. Those 80s songs, you love them.
Oh, I would love to do a show on that. They're so stupid, but I love them so much.
I like to try to understand what they mean. It's always a lost cause. They really meant nothing, any of them.
Don't bother. They don't mean anything. They're silly. I think it's because I grew up, I was born in the 70s, but by the time you really start paying attention, that was when I started paying attention to music. And I think that's why I like it, because I can't imagine at this stage in my life, if I heard it for the first time, I'd be like, that's some stupid shit.
Yeah. You do. You always have memories involved with this stuff, and you do. You always have a story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, things hit you at different times.
Yeah. Oh my God, the worst music. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm listening to it in my head. I'm like, this is intolerable.
After those songs, I swear, I would love to live the rest of my life without ever hearing "Take on Me."
Oh, that is one of the worst songs ever.
I hate that.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Oh,
or Come On, Eileen.
Bad.
There's some of them that I just I can't. Even I can't deal with them.
Come On, Eileen would have been okay if it wasn't so overdone. It's not that bad. It's so overdone. So overdone.
My God,
Yeah.
you could not get away from that song.
And Our House in the middle of the street. Just
Oh my
shove it up your
God,
ass,
I
all of you.
know. Yes, there's some songs that they played so much that you never want to hear them again.
Awful. And every single one of them Howard Stern played on when he was at NBC was horrible songs.
Because that's what if that's what people wanted to hear.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really wanted to hear it. I think they were just playing. Like, it was an interruption because I listened to him then. I didn't want to hear any music. I wanted to hear him, you know.
Yeah.
But
well,
back then they felt like they had to put it in. Oh my God. The worst. So
but that
bad.
song is just, I can't.
How did that even
put
get
that
done?
in our I hate those songs.
Well, we can do it. No, we should do another episode like that too.
Oh, can we just do 80s songs that we hate?
Oh, that's the 80s version. Yeah.
I mean, so easy. That would be the
seriously.
easiest thing ever.
Awful.
Yeah. Piano Man, by the way, is still going to be on the top. Was that 80s?
Well, here,
Piano Man, is that 70s or 80s?
Hold on a second, because
whatever
it's funny.
it is,
it's funny you say that.
That is possibly the song I hate the most in life.
All right.
I hate that song.
Why?
I don't know. I hate most Billy Joel. I'm sorry. I know everybody loves Billy Joel. Definitely not for me. There's like a handful of songs I like, and the rest of it, straight trash.
Okay. I'm sorry, but Piano Man was 1972.
Damn it.
Or somewhere along in those years. It's funny because I was going to tell a story about Piano Man. I always thought it was it was about him starting out before he was famous, but it actually was, he already had a record contract, but he got into an argument with the record company. He moved to LA and he couldn't record anywhere because of his contract. So he took a gig as a lounge singer, and he performed as Bill Martin to avoid being recognized. I always thought it was about before he was famous. And he said that everybody in the song was a real person that was hanging out in that bar. And the waitress was his wife, who became his wife. Waitress practicing politics was Elizabeth Weber, his first wife. It's kind of funny, right? And he said he hates it too.
Idea.
He said the song's success surprised him. He said the melody is not very good and very repetitious, while the lyrics are like limericks. I was shocked and embarrassed when it became a hit, but my songs are like my kids, and I look at that song and I think my kid did pretty well.
Ugh, I'm with
That's funny. I know.
I don't know why that song irritates me so much.
It is like, he nailed it though. It is like a limerick. It's like,
it just reminds me of every lame. It's like one of those songs that you put it on, everybody starts singing, and I just immediately want to leave wherever it is I am.
Yes, like Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh my God,
so annoying.
Did you see that movie, the one with the Kate Hudson?
I haven't.
Oh my God! I'll just say one very funny thing happens, and he's a Neil Diamond impersonator, and she works with him, and they got booked at a biker bar by accident, and the bikers. Weren't into Neil Diamond at all, but they were like, she was like, we should sing Sweet Caroline because this is the one song they probably would like, right? But he goes, no, we're opening with, he had some ridiculous song that he opened with. It was like some spiritual song. And he just was unrelenting, right? So of course they get attacked and this and that, which ridiculous also because not a spot of blood on his yellow shirt after being beat up by bikers. But then they're out in the street, and she goes, would it have killed you to open with Sweet Caroline?
Oh, God, that's funny.
It was very funny.
That is true.
It's, God, ridiculous. People with their highfalutin ideas.
That stupid song.
Oh, it's a terrible song. Terrible song.
Oh, my God, that makes me want to slap people.
I don't know why. I don't even know why they do that. What is it about that song?
So good. So good.
Shut up.
Oh, my God.
No, I hate that.
If you do that around me, just know I will hate you so much.
It's a terrible song. I'm sorry. I really don't. Neil Diamond, I liked his songs from the jazz singer, Love on the Rocks.
Love on the Rocks. Even I love that shit.
First they say they want you. He doesn't really need you. Suddenly, I don't remember, but I used to sing that all the time. I love that.
Me too. I love it.
Yeah. It's great. That movie was great. I love that movie.
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Oh my God. How did you not see the jazz singer? That's a remake, from that other one. But it was really, I loved it. Lucy Arnaz was in it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very good movie. I don't know how it holds up. I was a kid when I saw it. Probably awful. But anyway, on that note, I lost you completely. I went to go find that Billy Joel thing, and now I can't find the recording thing again. I can't see you at all. Hello.
I'm here.
All right. Well, I don't know. All right, everybody. Farewell. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.